Здравствуйте, товарищи, and I thought I'd give you a couple updates on a couple different things. First off, a lot of people are actually wondering what the hell happened to the 13-year-old niece that dropped out of elementary school that was sucking off food and resources from me and my girlfriend. Well, turns out a couple days ago, she left somewhere. She just disappeared out of the blue. She was just gone. And then she was gone for 3 days and nobody knew where she was. And then the police kept phoning this house, demanding that I give them testimony about if I knew where she was, or where she was going, or what she was wearing, and what her hair looked like, and so on and so forth. And I gave them as much information as I possibly could. And then they phoned a couple more times, and then suddenly they show up at the house, asking to know if she's been here, and so on and so forth. And then instead of getting testimony over the phone, they got testimony from me face to face. And it was kind of a bizarre time for me, because this isn't like my family, and this isn't really my business, because this is all of my girlfriend's family. But I was getting slowly sucked into it. But turns out that she was with her mother, who abandoned her. I don't know. But I don't know where she was. But now she's moved in back with her mother, so she's not bothering us anymore. And hopefully she'll never bother us ever again. So that's what happened to the 13-year-old girl. I actually was recording when the police came. I don't know if you remember. It was during Napoleon Total War. And I actually got up and said, "Oh no, the police are here. I've got to stop recording for a second." Anyway, beyond that, working on a couple different things. I put up my top 10 worst games of all time list. There was a little bit of controversy over that, but they're my worst games, nobody else's. And if I piss anybody off, don't care. Also, I admitted at the start that there are probably worse games out there. I just haven't played them. So I know there are worse games out there than the games I put on the list. Like I said, I just tend to avoid bad games, unless they're so bad they're good, in the case of like Stalin versus the Martians. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Working on another list that'll hopefully piss off a lot less people. Working on the top 10 RTS games of all time, and I'm having a lot of fun with that one. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that list, considering that the majority of my fans are probably RTS gamers. So that'll be cool. Lots of people also ask me what kind of RTS games are good and what good games they should buy. So you guys can watch the list and you can learn what RTS games are good and what games you should buy. Other than that, did my first part of my Rocky retrospective. That was a lot of fun to do, just to get the chance to talk about Rocky a little bit. Working on the second part. Also working on a Command and Conquer retrospective. I think I told you guys where I'm going to go through the history of Command and Conquer and talk about all the different games briefly. Command and Conquer are some of my most frequently requested Let's Plays to do, but I don't have time to go through the whole series. But we can talk about the history and what made those games great, and so on and so forth. But speaking of heavily requested games for me to Let's Play, I kept asking people if I should drop a Let's Play for Hearts of Iron 2. Most people said don't drop a Let's Play, and I decided I'm not going to. But I've also decided, considering I'm in the mood, I'm just going to start the Hearts of Iron Let's Play anyway, just because I've been playing that game a lot and having a lot of fun with it. So I figured, better now than later to start the Let's Play. And that'll probably be up after you watch this vlog. So Hearts of Iron 2, Command and Conquer retrospective coming down. And something else. RTS games. Also, like I said, I'm trying a little bit of different things now, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, seeing what I have fun doing, seeing what I don't have fun doing. And I actually just watched Jurassic Park 3 with my girlfriend, who watched all 3 Jurassic Parks, because we like to find movies and watch them together as something to do. And just watched the Jurassic Park trilogy. The first 2 are great, and the third one is just terrible. And as I was watching this movie, all of a sudden, you know, all these ideas and all these different things started coming together for a review of that movie. And I thought, you know what, I've never really sat down and written a script, planned everything out in an organized fashion, and done a review of something, kind of like the Spoonie one or Nostalgia Critic would do. They all write down their scripts in a very organized manner. Everything I do is almost exclusively off the cuff, off the top of my head. Just go all improvisation, all improv. But kind of wondering if maybe I would be better if I actually sat down and did a script for something and organized something out rather than everything comes off the top of my head. So I'm thinking about doing a more scripted, more organized kind of review for Jurassic Park 3 just because I think it would be fun to do. And, you know, I don't know how long that's going to take. I've started writing a script right now. So, you know, we'll see. To see what works and see what doesn't and see where it goes. Also, I should mention that actually the one thing I did have scripted before was my Stalin Psychologically Evaluates NWN fan. That was the only video that I had scripted beforehand. Everything else is just all off the top of my head. And also, one last thing. I need all of my fans to add me up on Facebook. If you want to add me up, just search Spencer Downing VII. And I have a very, very recognizable photo for my profile picture. It's actually a photo one of my fans photoshopped for me very recently. It's an old Soviet propaganda poster where there's like a giant towering Stalin above like this Red Army artillery and tanks and planes flying overhead, and he just photoshopped out, you know, Joseph Stalin's face for my face, and it looks pretty fantastic and awesome. But anyway, you'll know me if you find me. Just search Spencer Downing VAI, and I logged into Facebook for the first time in like a year or whatever, and just typed out some random gibberish for a status update, and like half a dozen people liked it, and everybody on my friends list got confused about why there's people liking this status. It's total gibberish. So basically, I want all the fans to add me up on Facebook and just like everything I say until the point where I got liked. You know, just slam the keyboard for a bunch of different keys and have like 50 people liking it. Anyway, just want as many people to add me up on Facebook and like everything I say on it. And I think that's all I got to talk about. Just trying to think about anything else. Trying to get, like I said, as much done before StarCraft 2 comes out, because, you know, once StarCraft 2 comes out, like, all of the Let's Plays are probably going to shut down for StarCraft, just because, you know, I love that game so much, and it's all of the Let's Plays are going to get neglected for StarCraft. It's just what's going to happen. Sorry. And I think that's about it. So, thank you guys for watching. It's going to be Joseph Stalin signing off for now, and I'll see you guys later.